Hey Simmers, I'm Erin. I play The Sims. You are watching the next episode of Let's Build a Story. Last episode, we got done with Travis's room. There is a couple more posters, but really nothing much is different. You can see he and Liberty, let me get out of tab mode. We're going to put some of the walls down. You can see that Liberty is in here doing her homework. Travis is probably doing some editing, something like that, streaming work. They're hanging out. Blondie is in hanging out with them. Summer is off to class, should be back fairly soon. So whilst everybody is getting back, let me put these walls up. I did want to point out, I do kind of edit in between each episode, just holes that I think could have been filled in. Got a little cup here in the kitchen. We have this little kitchen light. I can't go out too much or too far in or it will disappear, but this from Cats and Dogs I thought was a really good fit in here. We have a fan. I thought that the main room could use a fan. It's hot in Willow Creek, so that would be welcome. Over in the hallway, we've got, it's just a little bit more filled out. I swapped out, I think, one of the clutter items for something. The artwork is a little bit more filled in, and I did want to show you guys this. So this is a little growth chart that I imagine that Mama and her daughters painted right next to what would have been Madame's room. These other two would have been, so Travis and Liberty's room would have been the girls' rooms. But this is where I imagine she kept track of her daughter's growth. So I thought that was super cute little detail to put in there. And then if we move this mirror, there is actually, let me pop into build mode. Blondie has had a mishap. I was looking last time and while I was editing at this mirror and thinking, man, this would actually be really easy for Blondie to knock over. It's also no longer white. I switched the color. But I was like, man, this would be super easy for Blondie to kind of run past and knock over. Blondie is a dog that is energetic, so she's going to want to roughhouse a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would imagine that this mirror took a tumble and caused a hole in the wall. And they like Mama Laveau, but I'm wondering if they're maybe a little bit nervous to tell her about that. Now that you're all caught up on the changes, let's get into proper build mode and we will finish Liberty's room. All right, guys, we are moving on to Miss Liberty's room. I'm very excited to get on to this room. This is going to be our first room that has a pet owner in it, so we're gonna have to get in some things for Angela the cat. For this room, I think probably I'm gonna get just like a very neutral tone up on the wall. While I don't think that this is Liberty's preference, I think Liberty probably likes color. This is a rental. Now that we have our walls dressed, let's go ahead and take a look at what bed I'm feeling. And honestly, I think High School Years is going to be an awesome pack for this household because they weren't in high school too long ago. They are becoming young adults. They are young adults, but they're really growing into that. So I really, really like this one from High School Years. I think that next I'm going to pull out some side tables. I think Liberty's parents hooked her up with, I don't want to say new, but really good condition stuff to take with her to college. I also want to make sure I'm getting all the furniture in here. So we're going to turn now. I think this would be a pretty good place for a desk. The question now is which desk, because although Liberty is going into like robotics, rocket science, that kind of thing, oh my goodness, I would imagine that there is a very artistic side to Liberty as well, a very creative side. And I want to make sure not to neglect that. This just looks so young. I like the desk itself. It looks very IKEA, like something that you could put together. So it seems very collegey to me, but these little pictures on the background make it tough for anyone that's not like 7. So I don't think this is going to be our answer. This could also be a choice, but I would imagine that this would have been something that I would expect to see in her dorm room, or at least in an American dorm room. So I don't think they would have let her take that with her. You know what? I think I like this desk from the Pastel Pop Kit. I have to admit that that is not usually my vibe at all. However, I do think that it adds something that was missing in the game, which is what Plumbella, who actually helped with this pack, helped conceptualize this pack, was going for, that something just totally new and different than what we have. It does have a nice neutral swatch, which I could do. We could do that and then put like cutesy little things all over it to sort of clutter it up. I think I like that option. We'll give her this nice little heart-shaped chair. It's also from the Pastel Pop kit. It's not that everything necessarily has to match or be from the same packs. It's just that, packs tend to have items that complement each other. I'm also wondering if maybe we can't do something like this. That may not be a bad option. Excuse me. It doesn't look very comfortable though. So that's my only thing is that, yeah, we're going with the Pastel Pop one. Liberty is going to be spending a lot of time here doing research projects and homework and all sorts of things. So it's got to be comfy where you do that spot, right? Or we're in the spot where you do those things. Now I do want to give her a fairly good desktop. She would have a laptop too, more than likely going to and from class, that kind of thing. But for any kind of serious research or any maybe game that she plays, because I also think that she's into gaming as well. I think she and Travis probably have that in common. This is her machine. I wonder if it comes... There's no like really fun colors, which is a bummer. As I said, we will be coming back in cluttering. Right now, we're just getting all of the furniture pieces out that I am foreseeing needing. You know what? We need a closet. So let's go into Travis's room and grab that one. Like I said, I think that these rooms, Travis's room and Liberty's room, were the Laveau girls' rooms. Growing up. So they would have had, like little closets, things like that. Let's see. I love these chests. I think that they look super cute, but I wonder if it would fit kind of with Liberty, or at least the bedroom set that we've got going on here. Why don't we go with this one? It is kind of that sort of 90s vibe that I've really set for Travis's room. But that's so pretty. Maybe Liberty painted this herself. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this space up here just begs a mirror. For me, it's about which one. They're so high. And this chest of drawers is so low. It's tough for me to find one. Oh, I don't hate that, actually. Why don't we put it in a nice teal? I think that looks really cute. I like the stickers. That seems very Liberty to me. Now, bed for Angela. I think it might be a nice vibe to have a pet bed right here, just as Liberty does her work. And Angela has a green collar, so I'll give her a little green bed. I also think that she might appreciate a little, I don't know if they're called cat trees, but it's like a little bit more elevated perch. Maybe she might want to maybe sleep in here at night because it's a little bit more covered. She can get a little bit of height by going up on the top. They don't really do that, but they could. Okay, lovely. So I think I've got all the furniture that I need. Let's see if we can't get in a laundry basket because that's going to be super important. This is a college house after all. These kids are learning life skills. Who am I to deprive them? With the laundry basket in, don't ask me why, that reminded me of the curtains. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got that would fit Liberty well. Immediately, I like these quite a bit. And these ones might be fun for Angela to play in. I think I like them coming right off of the window frame. So now it's just a matter of the color. I'm just going to get them up in any old color right now. Yes, that's all the windows that we have. Perfect. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Let's see if we could pull this forward and keep them from clipping in. It's not the biggest deal like when you're playing, but I would like things to not clip if I can help it. Yeah, okay, all right, I like these. I do wish we had a swatch where it was like pulled to one side possibly, but not the biggest deal. I do quite like that a lot. Let's move on to the rug and let's see what high school years and that Pastel Pop kit have for us. I actually would like to try the pastel pop first. This makes me so happy. Like, this is just so sunny. And I kind of want that for Liberty. I don't think that Liberty is this like spot of sunshine, but I do think that Liberty might put a lot of thought into the brightness around her and the decorations that she brings in, because she has a lot of hard work to do. All three of them do. And I think that she wants a space that's inspiring and not one that is oppressive, right? I kind of like this, but the teal might be nice because it'll match the drapes. Oh, but that's so matchy though. I would like something that's more like in the same family of, but not directly matching. That's kind of cool. All right. I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Let's see. This makes me feel like we could change the bed a little. Actually, no, we're going totally high school years. I didn't use the pastel pop kit in the rug, but it made me feel like I wanted to switch the bed swatch. I want to leave the curtains alone. Those are a great swatch, but this bed brings in both the teal and the purple, so from the drapes and the rug. It also kind of ties in the pet bed, which is kind of cute. Not everything has to be matchy, but purple's kind of iconic with Liberty for me because of how she dresses. Let's move on to cluttering up this space just a little. Should I start here? No, I think we'll start right next to her bed. I think I'll put on a little bit of makeup tray. We've got a little camera here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she likes to post looks that she likes so that she remembers how to get it done. I would imagine that Liberty maybe seems disorganized, but there's method to her madness. There's a reason that she's able to get done the amount of work that she is able to get done for her major. We'll pop up some tissues. Sometimes you just have to wipe off what you did. So I have kind of alluded to this or talking more about the sexuality mixture that is going on in the house. And I wanted to go into a little bit of Sims 4 history for that. And if I can find it, I will link it in the description below. If I can't, then I will just tell you the name of it. But Plumbella came out with an entire history of series. And I actually didn't know this about the BFF household. I didn't know where they came from. But according to that series, they were actually Sims from the MySims game. Now, you'll definitely want to go watch that series for a more complete look at it. But the gist of it is that Travis, Liberty, and Summer were all friends. They sort of accompany you, the player, on a quest, or maybe you play through them. I don't know. I never played the MySims games. And at the end, through the whole thing, Travis is in a will they, won't they ship with both girls. Both girls are friends, but at the end, I think he ends up with Summer. But it's strongly suggested that at least Liberty could have some feelings for Summer as well. Pardon me while I just try a few things. So there is a suggestion, at least, that maybe Liberty and Summer could end up together in some world. So that's what I based their sexualities off of. Travis is a straight sim. Liberty is a bisexual sim. And Summer, I was going to just make straight. But, that's actually kind of cute because of her major. It's not chemistry related, but I could imagine that she would need to know like the metals of the pieces and parts that she's working with. And then behind here, we can get some poster magic going on. Ooh, I like this. Maybe it's nice and artsy. But I was actually thinking about it and wondering if, I don't know, Liberty is the really only Asian or Asian-inspired character in the friend group, and for a while she and Alice Spencer Kim were the only real Asian representations, and Dennis Kim. And I don't know, I felt some type of way about how Asian representation tends to be fetishized in Western culture, and there's nothing, really to be said about anybody that isn't straight. Straight isn't the default. But I just didn't want to also do that, the white blonde girl was straight along with the white blonde guy. And then the Asian inspired friend of the friend group is the one that had queer representation. And that's the only queer representation in this group. So Summer is also bisexual. That was a really long way of saying both girls are bisexual, even though it isn't that way in the MySims universe. So there, you're welcome. Now that we've taken that very long stroll down explanation lane, I love the idea that, Liberty has some little candles. Maybe it gets Liberty in the mood to like really study, that kind of thing. This is also just a little trophy. I think that's so cute from Copperdale. So I think Liberty is probably from Copperdale. I can imagine, honestly, that Travis and Summer's parents were too. Like, they were from like the greater Copperdale area, like maybe not in the save file, but they all went to Copperdale High. So there's some memorabilia, I think, that would be appropriate to have from there. I also want to get up these cute little wall lights with pictures from I think it's the kids' room stuff pack. I love that stuff pack. Is this too high? No, I don't think so. I think that would be absolutely perfect. I also want a little notebook here for Liberty to be able to just write down ideas, maybe take some notes on her own. Gotta make sure to have some snacks readily available, and I think this would be a nice spot for a little plant somewhere. This little kokedama plant from the Snowy Escape pack would be super cute. Oh, that's actually clipping in. No, actually, I think I want it here. I'm sorry if I'm making funny faces with my face. I am cutting them out in editing, but I am sneezing like crazy today. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this cold season is coming for all of us. We're hopefully through the worst of it, but this has taken out creators left and right. I know that folks from my work got super stuck with it. My son is just getting over a little sniffly cold, and I don't want it. I don't want it at all. I can't get sick. I have too much to do. This is actually the cutest thing ever, so I'm going to leave that here. Maybe we could do, I don't know, with another candle here. I don't feel like there's enough really going on this nightstand, and I don't know, candles are like a cute, cheap way to clutter up a space, so I imagine that a college student would like max out their candle collection. Let's see, can we angle you here? Yes. And I don't think that Liberty really does much in the way of an actual like alarm clock. I think that she prefers her phone like most of us. So she's got to make sure to keep it charged. I wish we had like little charger plugs that we could use, or if your electronic devices weren't within so many tiles of a plug, they wouldn't work. I think that would be super cute. All right, so what are we putting here? So I do see Liberty as maybe more of a crafty sim when they're not doing things like gaming or working on their degree for rocket science. So I'm going to go into nifty knitting because I think, oh, that would actually be so cute. What if Liberty is the one that made Mama Laveau these counterparts that are hanging up in Madame's living room? I think that would actually be super fitting because Liberty does miss home. Liberty is incredibly smart. Liberty is incredibly capable. And to be honest, she knows that. But that's not to say that she can't miss home. Okay, nifty knitting. Maybe she's got like her little crafty kit right here. This is something that she brought from home. I think Mama Laveau helps her. Mama Laveau isn't terribly crafty, but maybe she's out and like sees things, picks things up for Liberty, invites the whole household, but I think Liberty is the one that is most likely to come to little barbecues or maybe little dinners that she's hosting, more like a family style. She misses her daughters. She has access to her daughters. I think the Laveaus do talk, but you know, they have their own lives right now. And of course, we need our school books out here. Liberty, like the rest of them, quite studious and takes her studies fairly seriously. I was looking over here, like everything else looks fairly good, but I was looking over here and this just looks so bare to me. I want to put something here. Aw, that's actually kind of perfect maybe. We could put this little shelf here. I think we're definitely going to need some more wall art over this way. And ooh, you know what? That's kind of cute. That's really happy, actually. So I'll leave that here. I also want those little shoes from the Dream Home Decorator kit, the ones that are kind of like scattered these ones, yes. I do want to put that in because I don't know, like it was my thing to like come in my house or my room and then just like kick off my shoes and really not care where they landed. I could not be bothered. So, I mean, like I would go through times where I cleaned, but for the most part, so long as they got in the right general area, I was happy. Maybe I'll switch these out for these guys. Nice and comfy. Oh, you guys, this came with the cats and dogs pack. I think that this poster is something that Liberty would have absolutely hung up, pardon me, that, I don't know, I think Mama Laveau has really inspired her. I think that Liberty on her own would have liked cats, would have probably adopted a cat, but Angela came to her because of Mama Laveau and because of Mama Laveau's interest in homeless cats. So I think that she's pretty excited about supporting like local rescue, that kind of thing. And this is just, you know, girl, keep your head up. You know, those little motivational posters, those also came with cats and dogs. There's a whole lot of them. And I think that, you know, this would just be nice for her to look at while she's struggling through midterms, things like that. Just to like hang in there, right? You know what I just thought of? Mama Laveau's daughters, I think would love to have like little sparkling chandeliers when they were young girls before they moved out. I think that they, you know, because Travis's room was one of the girls' rooms too. They also did this. Travis can't do a thing about it. He can't change it. So we're just gonna leave that here. The courtesy of Mama Laveau's daughters. Oh my goodness. Whew, I am tripping over my words today. Guys, we are done with Liberty's room. I thought perhaps that we could move on to Summer's room, but not quite yet. We will finish off the series next week, or I'm sorry, finish off the house next week with Summer's room. But guys, I think that this is looking fairly good. Again, it's a rental, so we can't go as crazy with the wallpapers or as personalized with the wallpapers as I'd want to. So yeah, I'm super stoked by this. Guys, did I miss anything? Is there something that you're just like really getting from Liberty that maybe isn't coming through in the room, or that I possibly hadn't even considered? Let me know. I guess that's a good question. Where do you think everybody's families are from? I don't foresee making the BFFs families that they originate from, but who knows? I mean, if they come to fruition enough, and if I can think of a reason that they would need to be in a save file, or I'm sorry, in a world elsewhere in a save file, we might just do that. Whilst I let these guys get in and enjoy the new digs, I just want to take this second to say thank you so much for your support on this series. Guys, liking the video, commenting down below does so much to help me make the algorithm my friend. And I just really, really appreciate everything that you guys do. This sleepy kitty Angela is a beautiful place to end off at. Very much enjoying the bed that we have for her. I genuinely hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you guys next time I stream or post. As always, you guys, happy simming.